thrill of catching a wild Pokemon doesn't really go away. Unless it's a fucking Zubat.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Here are our strats for catching as many Pokemon as possible. Thanks to Pokestops, Pokemon really like to congregate in parks. Therefore, so should you. Find your closest park and pop down there to squat for a bit. Use lures and incense wisely. Both stay active for 30 minutes and attract wild Pokemon. Lures can be put on Pokestops, while incense can be used on yourself. Parks usually have Pokestops in them, and if the Pokestop has a lure on it, you'll be able to tell by the swirling flower petals around the Pokestop icon on the map. Plant yourself by a Pokestop with a lure on it to reel in the wild Pokemon. If there are no lures at your Pokestop and you don't have any yourself, you can use incense for the same effect. We know you're probably sick of seeing Pidgeys, but catching doubles is the easiest way to amass enough candy to evolve your Pokemon to their second and third stages. You can transfer Pokemon you don't want to Professor Willow to get an additional candy towards evolving the one that you keep. While you're doing all this Pokemon hunting, ABI, always be incubating. You have an infinite use incubator in your items menu. If you have an egg in the incubator, it will hatch after you walk enough kilometers. You can tell how far you need to walk by looking at the egg. Remember that the app needs to be open if you want your steps to be counted, and once that egg hatches, you'll have a brand new Pokemon. Level up your trainer to get access to good item drops that will help you catch more Pokemon. These include things like Great Balls, Ultra Balls, Master Balls, and Raspberries. Raspberries will drop at Pokestops, and if you use them, they'll make stronger Pokemon easier to catch. Likewise, Great Balls have a higher chance of catching stronger Pokemon. You can tell how difficult a Pokemon will be to catch by the ring that appears around it when you're catching it. A green ring means an easy Pokemon, yellow is more challenging, so on and so forth. That being said, just because you see a super powerful common Pokemon does not mean it's time to start using Raspberries and Great Balls. Common Pokemon are common for a reason, and finding a powerful one is no excuse to waste your good items on it. When catching wild Pokemon, throw the Pokeball when the ring is at its smallest point. You can hold the ball and watch the ring grow and shrink to get a good idea of when exactly you should throw it. Then launch that sucker right at your target. That is everything you need to know to start reeling in the Pokemon. Good luck out there!
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence.